What's up, guys? Welcome back to Beers and Gears. In today's episode, we're going to be welding. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Beers and Gears. In today's episode, we're going to be welding. For protection over your windows, because you don't want any welding slag.
That's some bad idea.
Yeah.
Fancy, an old screw that I've used for previous projects. There's a lot of different ways.
What's up?
Hey, I'm just working on putting this quarter panel skin on this Camaro. Do you want to share your YouTube video, fans, how to do a little tack welding today?
Sure, sounds good.
Okay.
Alright, guys, let me show you what you're going to need for the job. We got a drill, a hammer, welder, grinder, and a welding helmet. Don't forget the beers.
Alright, guys, first thing we want to talk about before we start welding is safety. Because you always want to make sure you wear your helmet, because you don't want to end up with welder's flash.
Also, don't forget to throw some type of protection over your windows, because you don't want any welding slag burning into the glass.
There's a few things you have to do here first before you go tacking this sheet metal. One of the things you want to do is make sure the two are together. You want to use some sort of clamp or screw. They make all kinds of different fasteners for welding and that. I just simply get in my bin and I get some old screws out. I save my old screws when I put new screws in different things. And I drill an 1/8 inch hole and I just simply put a screw in and pull it down. It's the simplest way. Doesn't matter if they get burned up. Alright, then after I have my hole drilled, I just simply take, like I said, an old screw, nothing fancy, just an old screw that I've used for previous projects. And I put new ones in, keep the old ones, and I just put the metal together. Screw. It's the simplest and easiest way. Like I said, there's a lot of different ways to fasten your metal together, but it has one job to do. Alright, so the next step is we have everything on. I have some screws in to preliminary hold it down till I'm ready to do my final welding. And I've had this hammer with me a long time. You can see this thing has done a lot of welding. And use a piece of wood, an old ball peen hammer, or whatever you'd like to use, something that don't mar your metal all up. And I like to use it just right beside where I'm going to weld. And I just take and push down on it like that. That just finishes closing in my gap. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a couple tacks now. And then after I'm done with that, we're going to talk about heat a little bit and how I work around to keep the heat out. Okay, so this is what tack welds look like. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working this way with them, and I'm going to start working this way with them. And what you want to do is give yourself plenty of time, because your main thing here is to not work the metal. You do not want to work the sides of the quarter, and you're going to create. If you do, you're going to create yourself a lot of body work. So you want to take your time, keep your tacks small like that. But the goal is to eventually make all the tacks become one weld. But what I do is I'll start them here, and like I said, I'll space them out. I'll just keep going different directions and skipping around and spacing these tacks out so the heat can stay spaced out. So I'm going to put a few more tacks on, and then we'll talk about it some more. So we got some tacks on. This is what you're after. You want to start tacking at one end, start tacking at the other end, and bring it all together into one continuous weld like that. But do it in a series of small tacks. And this is what you should end up with. If you do it right, you look down on the side of the quarter panel, see there's no warping, there's no distortion. I let my heat, I give it plenty of time, and like I said, just take your time. You're not in any contest, any race, or anything like that. Just take your time, weld a little section at a time, let it cool off. Basically, if you can't touch it, don't keep welding it. Let it cool off. That's the best thing I can tell you. Welding sheet metal is totally different than welding any other kind of metal. Just because it's so thin and fragile, and the more distortion you put in it, the more body work you're going to have to do to it when you're all done. So, the next thing I want to show you is how we grind all this down and get it ready for filler, and then I'm going to show you how to I'm going to do a small section for you and show you how to actually put a coat of fiberglass on this and get it ready for the next coat of filler, and then it'll go on to body filler. But we'll start with a coat of fiberglass, and I have to get it all ground down in that first. But I'll show you all that, and then it'll give you a little bit of insight on how we do this.
Alright guys, whenever you're doing this, you want to wear a good pair of safety glasses and have your beer and a dust mask. So you don't want to be breathing this stuff in when you're grinding.
Okay, so I got this section ground down. I got the metal all cleaned and blowed off. I'm going to show you how to apply some fiberglass over this section now. That would be the next step after you get the quarter panel all welded on. I use Duraglass, which I'll show you, mix up and put on, and that'll be your first coat of filler. So I got the Duraglass out. The reason why I like to use Duraglass is it's a waterproof bond. It works great for metal. Like I said, it's always the first step that I put down after I get done with the quarter panel. So we're going to mix some of this up, and I'm going to show you how to apply it.
Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you learned a little something. If you like our videos, remember to like and subscribe. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Dad.
Beers and Gears.
See you next time, guys.